Hello everyone, this is Dion Soul. I hope everyone is doing well. Well, today we are in the 737-200, my favorite airliner, and we are getting ready to fly from Salt Lake City, Utah down to, where are we going to? We're going down to Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to make sure that my orthos were proper. I did a flight yesterday and I was 4 hours into the flight and I had like 2 hours left, and I got into one of my tiles on my orthos and it just crashed the desktop. So it happens. It's just nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. So I'm closer to the point where it failed, and so I thought I would fly the flight and see if we can do it and also make some money. We're only carrying 16,000 pounds this time, or 16,000 kilograms, I should say, on this trip, because this is a 881.9 nautical mile flight. Says at 400 knots we're going to be there in about 2 hours. So I figured, what the hell? We'll just get in the air and just go have some fun. So anyway, so I thought I would go ahead and get set up and ready to go here. And I did some pre stuff, but I haven't done it all yet. I just wanted to make a comment regarding. So we'll go and start what we're talking. We'll go and start the flight, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip the battery, and then we'll go ahead and do the emergency lights and get that action going on here. And because we want to get this SIVA rock and rolling here. Now the SIVA, this SIVA is version 1.31, and with 1.31, where you keep on getting this message, which I don't know why I keep on getting this message, but I keep on getting this message with 1.31 with the 732. So I just take it and I just shove it over here in the back corner, and then try to hide it as much as possible, make it as non-existent as I can. I'm having a hell of a time here. Let's take it over here. Let's see if I can move it, grab it right where the text is somewhere. But anyway, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what all that says. It does some crap, I don't know. Oh, it's something that has to do with the pop out. Well, I don't use a pop out anyway, so there you go. That's even better. I can just barely see it now. But anyway, we'll go ahead and flip it on. I've already turned it on here on. With the version 1.31, it'll automatically, with the 732, it'll automatically check it. So you don't have to check it like with version 2.0. You actually have to go in every time and check it, which is an annoyance. It's not a big deal. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get our position. And in order for me to get the position here, I need to load up Little Nav and go over to Progress, scroll down, and jump over here, and you can see our position is at 40, 48.16, and 110, 58.89. So I got to put those coordinates into the SIVA. Here we go. Now, so in that case, we're going to go north, and we are going to go for 0, for 8, it looks like. 481. Insert. You can only put 5 numerical values in there. If you go anything more than that, it screws up the system. So, and also, well, it's too late now. I've already started. So anyway, no, what I should have done is I should have turned it off. I should have went all the way over here, turn it on, and then make sure that this is all cherry, and then you go back, and then you actually start entering the data. Well, listen, I guess this one already took, so I guess we're good to go. So we're just going to see if this thing is blinked already or not. So we got 11158 8. Insert. All right, so then we go to align, and I'm going to start doing its thing. Now I could cheat and go like this. Okay, hey, we're done already. And I switch to nav. And then I can go over here to 1, and we'll go ahead and enter. Hopefully I didn't totally jack this up, but we'll find out here in a minute. So our first waypoint is going to be J I just noticed that I'm on the wrong. Am I on the right one? Okay, there we go. No, we're all right. All right, our first one is at 39. Waypoint is 3903. 5. Dirt. And then the next one is going to be 108. Like 47. 5. Dirt. Next waypoint is Alamosa. Alamosa is going to be the 9. Dirt. West. 5. 8. 9. Dirt. Then our next one is going to Panhandle. Panhandle is going to be North 3, 5, 4, 1. Dirt. Then West is going to be 1, 1, 4, 1, 9. Dirt. 4. E. Bowie. I remember Bowie. 3, 3. 1. Dirt. West. 9, 7. 4, 9. 4, 9, 2. Insert. All right. We got that taken care of. Now if I go over here like this, it didn't take. R, matey. Did not take. How I know it didn't take is I should be seeing some numbers right here. That's disappointing. No, what we're going to do, we're going to hit it again. There we go. See if that fixes it. No. And our position. Our position. Well, that sucks. I don't know how to reset the damn thing. Well, there is a slick trick I can do here. And that is I'll go over here like this. I'll hit save on little nav. Then I will turn around and hit remote. And Salt Lake KSLC, Dallas, right there. I will hit insert. Oh, it doubled them all. Well, I just turned a good thing into a worse thing. Oh, fine. Okay, fine. So then what we'll do is we just won't use it at all. I'll just do it by hand this whole trip. Gonna make things interesting. I'll just put in the VORs and I'll just do it myself. So that changes things up a little bit. We're gonna go to 112 then. And that will be 40. Might be too far for it. See. Our pitch up a little bit. Get out of the way. Yeah, we'll just turn this off. Non-functional. I know which one it is working. That's going to be 680. 80. Once we flip that over to VOR, then this should start to work for me after I get power to it, because we have no power. That's part of our problem too. Okay, so there we go. Got power now. we're going to go real old school here. I wonder if this thing wasn't working because I didn't have any power. We could try it again. Got nothing to lose. Of course, it's going to make this video longer, but hey, if I can get this GPS to work right. And it says 9.5. Position. Okay, position is correct. Waypoint. Waypoint 1. Nothing. Try it again. Got nothing to lose here. 4-0. 1. This is the boring part. 40510. 510 and west. 11. 58. 9. Could have been because I didn't have power to the unit. Should be over at nav, by the way, or oh, actually, yeah, I should be over nav right now. That one accept. That one accepted though. Okay, fine, good. Moving right along. Oh, pay attention to that person behind the curtain. Still got 9, which is fine. I should be at a line then I should go like that. Get 0. It is. Okay. Talk about a convoluted way of getting this done. Worst case scenario, if it fails, I'll just take it old school. Older school. Not a big deal. 8, 7. Third, Alamosa is going to 7, 7, 0, 9. Third, west. 5 or 8, 9, 13, 4, Panhandle, North, E, 1, 4, Dirt, West, 1, 1, 9, dirt, and buoy, B, dirt, west, B, 9, 9. Okay. Yeah, I already hit that, so we'll put that 2 miles up, so that's correct. So it's recognizing the first waypoint. Good. All right. Maybe I dodged a bullet there. Okay, well, let's finish the rest of this thing. Let's go ahead and boom. Get our pumps going. We've got to expedite our thing here. Okay, start left side. Make sure everything is on. Down the center here. Put everything back to standby power. Galley on. APU. 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Firing up, seatbelts in auto. Here. Pilot. Shield heat. Hydraulics. Here the APU spooling up. Waiting for the APU light to come on. We need to get our lights on here because now I have power in the machine. Come on, APU. Good to me. Bleed is coming up. We got generator power. Okay, and now we can get rid of the GPU. Close up all of the doors. Take a look outside. Tell everybody to go away. All go away. I'll hide. Goodbye. That's the fastest way to get rid of them all. And I do have X-Life going. This airport seems to work with X-Life, and this is the X-Plane default Salt Lake City. I do not have the payware version. I don't fly. That's one thing about buying scenery like that for airports and stuff. If you're going to go fly into that same airport over and over again, then I would say, yeah, you need to buy the airport. I mean, that way you get the best, you get a better flight experience. But if you're hardly ever going to there, then it's just kind of like, it's just not really worth it. It all depends on your personal, taste. But for me, I don't buy. I just take all the freeware out there because I don't fly to these airports enough to justify. Now, if somebody bought somebody built KWJF from scratch, which Bug Eater 64 has done for me, so I really don't have to buy one because Bug Eater did an awesome job of creating, from what it was, which is just totally bad. And Bug Eater did an awesome job in creating an airport. That airport where we fly out of all the time. So then if you fly out of it all the time, then it's justified. If you're flying out of LAX day in and day out, it's always your starting airport, then obviously you want to do it. And I see that at least on my screen here, it looks like my picture has froze. So I need to go look on my channel here. And I need to turn off my sound. And yes, it looks like my picture has frozen on my webcam. You know what? I'm just going to turn it off. To hell with it. Don't need it anyway. When you see my ugly face. Alright, so that takes care of that. We make sure everything else is going. Make sure all that's ready to go. This is not ready to go. All ready to go. Windows lights are on. Ready to go there. Okay. Yes. Let's go ahead. Fire test. That's all good. Very good. Very good. I think I can go ahead and start the first engine. So, been around, good, looking good. One thing I do need to do before I forget is I need to get the ATIS. ATIS for Salt Lake City for departures. ATIS is going to be like 12565, I think. 65. Oh, 2565. Oh, 625. Alright, so that was the wrong one. So 4. X-Plane doesn't exactly do all of them.
Salt Lake City
do that
IATL information kilo.
Alright.
1600 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 18,000 scattered, 22,000 scattered, temperature 19, dew point 4. Altimeter 3000. Arriving runways 16 left, 16 right, 17, 14, departing runways 16 left, 16 right, 17, 14. Advise on initial contact you have kilo.
Got kilo, 16 left and 16 right. Well, because of where we are at, we are currently right where my mouse is, kind of, sort of. So we're just going to go right over here and hit H13 and just take off right there and rock and roll. Now what's interesting is when you look outside here, all of see it right here. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it because I haven't got it on the right thing here. Oh, there we go. Way out here in the distance, above the tail, there is an airplane landing, but it's landing on runway 34 right. So for some reason, it's going to make things interesting. That X-Life is going backwards. I can see a landing right there. I have my mouse on, or mouse turned on, so you can't see it. But way out in the distance, you'll see a landing happening right now. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the flow of X-Life here. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go runway 34 right. We'll just go right down the runway then. Okay, so that takes care of that. That's where we're gonna go. We'll go ahead and start the engines because we don't need to push back and just start them and rock on. So, right engine goes on. Get to 20%.
Ride slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear.
Up
Wind shear.
and
Terrain.
use fuel.
Airspeed low. Sink rate.
Wait for all this to
Terrain. Pull up.
oil pressure light to go out.
Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Bank angle. Bank angle. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
All right.
500.
And let's see if we can get some action here with the next engine. And we got it. Get some fuel. Flight jobs, refresh, accept. Okay, accepted my job. And we are good to go there. All right. And let's see if we can GPS. GPS did change, so that's good. I think we have a working GPS now. All right, let's go ahead and get in the air. Enough time dilly-dallying around here. Decide what this airplane's going to do because we can hear him. Where are you going? You are going to go down there, I think. Oh, no. Oh, made me a liar. Look what he's doing now. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe X-Life changed their direction and now they're going to go off at runway 16 right. Let's see what this guy does. real quick before we take off. I am burning fuel, but I think I have enough fuel. I put in 2.5 hours of fuel, and I'll definitely, once I climb up to 29,000 feet, I'll get it down to about 400 gallons an hour, so we'll have more than enough fuel per tank or per engine. This guy going to, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Looks like he's going to go over there. Okay. Yeah, I guess he's going to go over there. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some taxi lights on. Everybody's aware. Everybody's been briefed. Axe on. Light. Logo. Strobes I won't turn on yet. Does you still see anybody landing back there?
Salt Lake City INTL information kilo.
They're telling me to take off at runway 16, so you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go what ATIS tells me.
10. Sky conditions 18.
That's where we're gonna go. If it's wrong, we'll just clip right through an airplane. That's probably what's gonna happen. We got 3 people watching. Well, I appreciate everybody watching for this disaster. Master of disaster. Going out of my comfort zone, flying an airliner, but that's okay. This is my favorite airliner, I think. Take a look. I see nothing. If you clip through an airplane here. Flaps 2, lights on. We will go ahead and take off. Fire wallet and let's go. We're here for carnage. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Most appreciate it.
80 knots.
Hopefully not. I don't want to bend my airplane up. Supposed to rotate at 149, so I'm trying to get some speed up here. I do not have positive climb yet. Yeah, like I said at the start of the video, I'm doing this flight trying to make a little bit of money for flight jobs, but also too is I am want to make sure my orthos work. We might get a crash the desktop, so you know that's one disadvantage of orthos. I was doing a flight and ended up messing up my my flight because my orthos crashed the desktop, which is more disappointing, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. Okay, we are going to go 230 knots. Go ahead and engage. Point the nose down a little bit. do some cleanup here. Get some lights turned off. I think I'll leave those on until we get above 10,000 feet. Strobes on. I kind of missed that. My bad. Wings I don't need on. Everything else is on. Looking good. Very nice. Very, very nice. And Bill, you still with me?
Yep.
Very good.
Yep, in the middle of my flight.
Very nice. Where are you heading?
The VNAV does appear to be working. I'm going to find out here very shortly.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Buggy to 64 is flying the Donar 328. It's a freeware at the org download section.
Yeah, overflying the Tucson International at this point, and then we're going to be coming into the pattern, and VNAV should take over. So things are looking good right now.
Very nice. Oh, we're above 10,000 feet.
I'm the pilot, so that's all subject to change.
Go ahead and turn off the APU. Specs are all on. Everything looks good. 7,500 feet. Everything looks fine, fine, fine. Okay, everything looks good there. Looking over the water as we're making our turn. Very good. I need to change it from test. It's not a test. So what I need to do is I need to switch to creator mode. And go to live stream. If YouTube will let me. There we go. Get above the clouds here. And we need to, I don't know what camera is. What's camera? Oops, I want to do that. Shouldn't hit that button. There was a new little thing on the, on the app for live streaming on YouTube, and it said camera. It's like, okay, I'll hit that button. And that just booted me out. Now I got to get back in. Oh, there we go. Okay, X-Plane Adventures. This is going to be KSLC to KDFW, Dallas-Fortworth. And my granddaughter's wanting me to pay attention to her right now. You know, what you doing there, Missy? Papa's recording. I'm actually live streaming right now, too. Very nice. Get a little look at the mountains here as we're flying over. So far so good, 29 minutes, 160 nautical miles away. Let's have a look over here on this side. Not much. It's pretty, but not much. Don't really have a good shot. I don't really have a GoPro cam, other than this, if you're going to call this a GoPro cam. But the orthos are working here. And this is stock X-plane clouds. I haven't changed them. There's too much with the weather generation the way it is right now. There's a lot of influx right now. Laminar wants to do something. Active Sky is going to go into beta soon, from what I've been hearing. So it's just flight modules or weather modules are in flux right now. So I'm just kind of holding out. I don't really have a problem with the X-plane clouds too much. They're all right, except for those popping that you see right there in the corner of the window there with the clouds. That's kind of annoying. That kind of breaks up the immersion. But hopefully they'll fix that over time. See, according to Sky Vector, we're not supposed to be having any of these clouds. Sky Vector, we were supposed to be pretty much clear all the way, or if not clear all the way. Of course, now we're going to get into ugliness here. I mean, we do have a little bit of clouds. Jump over here in the Sky Vector real quick. We got some clouds like in this area, but not in our flight path. You know, all the way down to Dallas. We got some clouds over here, but we should be pretty clean. So, wherever X-plane's getting their data. Well, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, this is just a fun fly. You know, make a little bit of cash. Make sure the orthos are working, that kind of thing. So, planes, if you're still here in the chat, how you been doing? Is this working now? Nope, my camera is still not working. For some reason, my camera just does not want to work. There, now is my camera working? Okay, now my camera's working. Go figure. Orthos don't look too bad. A lot of green up here in Utah. Yeah, I'm more of a VFR pilot myself. I like my low stuff, you know, getting down in the ground, looking in the canyons, that kind of thing. But I wanted to go fast because I wanted to see if my orthos, how well they were working. Then I thought, well, you know what? If I'm going to go fast, I might as well make as much money as possible and I really like this, you know, 737. You know, I really like the 737-200 by FlyJ Sims. It's really a cool airplane. I really, really like it. Like I said in one of my other videos, I've been going through all of the betas with X-Plane 11, and with all of the betas, this airplane just works. You know, just whereas I've had other airplanes that would have XYZ problem that would make the airplane not flyable. Whereas this one's just been rock solid. It just works. So, you know, kudos to FlyJ Sims. You know, spending the $69, well, like I said in my very first video on the airplane, I was kind of hard on FlyJ Sims. But, you know, I had a turnaround, you know. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I don't have in the simulation world, because I'm basically by myself, you know. I don't have the discretionary income to get on the pilot's edge. I will eventually someday, you know, if I really want to go down that avenue, get more and more in that regard, which I really should, to be honest. I mean, if I'm going to be serious, I really should be getting on pilot's edge. But there's just some situations where just kind of like I just want to go fly. You know, I don't want to deal with the drama of you know being totally rigid. So, you know, for me, I'll kind of forego that. Like, I just want to go have fun. I know that kind of breaks away from, well, you're supposed to be hardcore, and it's just kind of like, I know. What can I say? But I guess let your hair down, so to speak. And I don't know what lake that is. See where I'm coming out of. Is that Provo? That might be Provo, Utah right there. I'm sitting there looking at Sky Vector right now. Or it might be Marina. Strawberry Reservoir. That's maybe what that is. Almost at 29,000 feet. Get another look at it from over here. What I would really like to have is I'd like to have the ability to have, or I don't know if X-Plane can do it, or it would just have to be a big cost on my side, to be able to have a web page. The user would go to the web page, I'd be flying, and then they would basically have the power of a camera set up where they can just look around or whatever and do in that kind of thing. You know, limit to where you're inside certain criteria, but that would be epic, you know. But the only way I could see to do it is to have a stream on a network computer, but then have a way to be able to export the controls so then a person can use their mouse or keyboard with the arrow keys or something like that, so then as I'm flying, then they can sit there and, you know, be in different spots where they could actually look for themselves. That would be cool. I would really like that, but I don't know how to make that happen and how much of a cost that would really be, other than what I just said, you know, buying multiple copies of X-Plane and having it on network computers. I could just see that being nuts, and that going down that avenue of a pathway. Well, that looks pretty good. We're almost at 29,000 feet. We still got clear skies, and we'd be able to see the ortho, so that's good. And the SIVA appears to be working just fine. So that is good. And we are running kind of high on our temperatures here. I'm going to back off here in a second. Fortunately, the airplane's got limiters. I'm not going to burn the engines up. Well, at least if I leave it too long. I wanted to get right around, actually I'm already above 400 knots already. So let's go ahead and back it off. I want to cruise right around 400 gallons per hour. Which on my, I have a set of, if you don't know, I have a set of another computer that it is networked, but it's set up where I have another of instruments, and so, and I got it set to gallons per hour, so I can back it off, and I want to be right around 450-ish or so, I think is what I'll set it at, and that's what I'm doing right now. There's 450 right there. So we are burning how many gallon? Fuel flow is right around what, 2 pounds. Let's see, that's 250 right there, 260, 260, 72 or something of another. So yeah, we're just cruising right along. Temperature's in the green, we're all looking good there. Now it's in cruise mode. I see we got another watcher, and I greatly appreciate you guys coming on in. Like I say again, this is just a video that I'm just doing to make sure all my orthos work, and I thought, hey, if I'm to check to make sure all my orthos work, why not just go ahead and just do a flight and get from Salt Lake City down to Dallas-Fortworth and just see if make sure all the orthos are working. I'll take a look over here. We'll smack down over here, and you can see that it's unfortunately with making these orthos with Ortho for XP, we're kind of like right where my mouse is. We're right along in that area somewhere right now, south of Provo, Utah, and everything is green. But I was in an area, and it just previous flight it just crashed the desktop, and so it didn't load in all the texture files properly. And so that was kind of a real annoyance, but yeah, I've done that part so far, and this is basically mainly the areas that I fly. I will eventually, you know, populate all of this eventually, because I'm only going 16. I decided to only go 16 because I don't have a lot of hard drive space, because I do like flying into Alaska and western part of Canada. So eventually I will do all this over time, you know, providing if I have enough hard drive space. But 16 seems to be okay. I mean, I'm not really tripping. I mean, it's good enough. The immersion breaker is the immersion breaker is the fact that when it created the texture, you can see the clouds right there, and you can see the shadows of the clouds, and it's flat. That's kind of a disappointment, but you know, it is what it is. It's a whole lot better than looking at stock X-plane ground textures, so I'm happy with it. I know when I switch to the other side, so you can see the mashup of the clouds and whatnot, where when the photo was taken, that kind of diffuses, you know, the ground. But well, what can you do? You know, they can only do so much, and I understand that completely. Not a disaster. I need to set up a, again, like I said, I need to set up a GoPro cam. Of course, at 441 knots, I don't think the GoPro is going to stay on the wing. So let's see here. How much time do I have? Got 95 minutes, it says. We're at the point now where if I was doing this as a video to just upload to my YouTube channel, and I would just cut all this out and just add a music montage and all that other happy stuff. Of course, I have to use YouTube's music so I don't get a copyright strike, which I'm not getting paid anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And I got my granddaughter visiting me again. Hey, what you doing there? Well, what I got to do now is I have my granddaughter, my baby granddaughter right here. And so I need to take her back to her mommy. Because what she's going to want to do is she's going to want to fly. And she's going to want to take those buttons that I have right here, and she's going to want to press those buttons. And when she presses those buttons, you all know what's going to happen. She is going to totally destroy my flight. I don't want that to happen. Huh? You're going to destroy my flight, huh? Yeah? You want to fly? Yeah, I know you want to fly. Yeah. Yeah, I know you want to fly. She wants to fly. She wants to fly. No pressy buttons. No pressy buttons when Papa's flying. So say bye. Say bye-bye. Go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, YouTube. Well, you want that. You want that that nosedive. You'll get it if she gets a hold of it. That's too funny. Yeah, being a grandparent's cool. I really like it. Old geezer. It's really sad as I'm only 52 and I'm an old man already. That's sad. I guess it depends on your perspective, right? Depends on how you look at it. Oh, my other granddaughter, she come in here and she can do more damage. She can actually move the controls and everything. Here she goes now. Now my granddaughter's coming right back. Yeah, I've tried. I do Twitch streaming every now and then, but not very often because most of my videos that I do are usually offline videos. And I put it on Twitch, but you know, I do this for fun. I don't have the knowledge to be able to set it up to actually make money with this. I would love to do it actually because I'm kind of semi-retired or retired by force, if you want to say it that way. I would love to do it to make money, but you know, I just you know, I would if I knew what I was doing, to be honest. But right now, I just do it for fun. My Twitch channel, I'm trying to bring that up. And, but yeah, let's see, it would just be twitch.tv.deonsoul, or deonsoul2, I guess it would be. I guess I could put that in there. Twitch.tv /Dion Soul 2. I think is what that is. I don't think I did that right, but what if I went like this? Copy. And then paste. There. So yeah, I played around with it. Don't get me wrong. I played around with it. I got 30 videos over there. But most of those are actually like I've got some that are just my fun videos where I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go take my little bitty kit fox, or they call it the Arrow Fox because I bought the Arrow Fox, and I'm gonna go land on this hilltop, and I would just take off and go land on the hilltop and that kind of thing with the orthos, and it's pretty good. You know, I got a couple of videos or two on my live stream. I did that. I was having issues with my ISP, my service provider, that the frame rates were just so bad, or my upload was just so bad. I mean, I'm 200 down. I'm with Time Warner / Spectrum now, and that's what's available in my area. And I got 200 down, and I've got 20 up. And I was having issues with it, and I complained, and they finally fixed it, I guess, because it's magically started to work. And with 20 up, I'm okay. You know, I can do 1080p 30 frames. I'm hoping this stream's coming over fairly well. But with when I was doing 10 megabits up, just couldn't handle it. I would keep on getting you know, refreshes and all kinds of crap. So yeah, it was no good. And the plan that I have is a legacy plan, because the new plans that they have now, I either get lower in my area, either I get lower where it's only 100 megabits down and 10 megabits up, or I get 300 megabits down and I think it was 40 or 50 up, I think is how they have it set up. But then it's kind of like a third more cost, because I'm paying like $69 a month for my internet connection here in Southern California. And so yeah, it's expensive. And when you're I'm pretty much a fixed income, and with a fixed income, you just kind of like, yeah, you can't be doing that. Can't be spending a lot of money. Because I take what money I do get and I buy it on airplanes, you know, instead, to keep up with the Joneses, for lack of a better term. Because that Bug Eater 64 who's with me, he's always buying those fancy airplanes, and I got to keep up with Bug Eater. That was baiting him to come online.
Well, I'm in the middle of reviewing our landing, my very first landing in this airplane, and I was explaining how you are such an
a-hole,
horrible boss as a CEO and owner proprietor of virtual airline Soulless Wings, and that Tucson is our new hub. So,
of course, the only way to be a boss is to be an a-hole. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. That's part of the job requirement.
And not a bad landing. Hit the reversers and the nose likes to jump up. So,
yeah.
Okay. But not bad. But ran into the same issue with the throttles. After I got into reverse, I had to manually move them out of reverse to taxi. Yeah,
that's what I was having, that same exact problem. I know exactly what you're talking about with that freeware Donar 328. Yeah,
nice little airplane, flies well though. VNAV seemed to work. Not completely though. Didn't get me down to altitude like it should have.
I see.
But
I see.
all in all, not a bad flight at all, and we got paid for it.
As long as we get paid, that's all I care about. We all get paid. Well, if we got paid, that means I need to go over here. Yeah, we did. You got 14,333 for your flight, so I'll go ahead and pay all the expenses. Now that I paid all the expenses, go look at the ledger here. So yeah, so Tucson Air 328 110, 397 nautical miles, 2-hour flight, 33 passengers. Fuel cost was $5,000. So we end up flight income ended up being $6,100 for that. So that's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, a little more than I expected.
Yeah, yeah. So cool. Yeah, now our bank balance is up to $580,000. So very good. We got to get. We just got to decide which hub or which airport to buy next. You know, that kind of thing. Well, so far so good on the, on the orthos. I haven't had any drama yet. Of course, I'm just say that now. I'm going to get a crash test stop, right? That's usually how my luck is. Some orthos are good. Some of them you can see, like right now, I got a shot of it just being right, and you can see the difference. It's better, but it's not. You know, that kind of thing. It's just because of the satellites.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get ready. Go AFK just a minute to close out the flight.
Understood. So yeehaw. Doing about 280 knots right now, doing 444 indicated. Wind is coming at me from that direction. So, kind of getting pushed around a little bit, but that's expected. Turn down the audio a little bit here on the sounds on the outside, so when I go outside like this, not as noisy. Getting a little bit of hiccups there. But the orthos are awesome. You back? All back? Everything good?
Very good. Yeah, the scenery I got for the Tucson International wasn't bad either. So
Very good.
I just got to put another building on it.
Yeah, see what I could do. I can find it. Okay, that's your Star Citizen video. There. See now if you look at the stream, I got you in the lower right. Of course, you're not live. It's a video that you did. Of course, that's not me. That's Bug Eater 64 you guys are looking at. Oh, were you in the Huey?
That tired old grizzly guy.
Yeah,
that's the Huey. Yeah, UH-1 Huey.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, I was playing around with OBS with the latest build, and I figured out how to put another scene into this scene. So then that way, you know, if I have something that I wanted to do, I would have that ability, which is really cool. But now I need to go back to my, there again, I got, of course now there's my YouTube. I got to break the YouTube out and put it in another window so I can actually see. So what I could do, leave this one here as an experiment. This is the one I need to go mobile. And that's my YouTube channel, or my Twitch stream channel. And where's Bug Eater 64 at? There you are. There you go. See, I need another monitor. 3 monitors are not enough.
Well, you're going to need a more powerful machine if you get more than 3.
That's for sure. And I got 5 people watching, so I appreciate everybody watching. This is just an extremely informal flight, just making sure that all my orthos are working like they're supposed to. I was going to do this video or this flight anyway, then I thought, what the hell, I'll just stream it anyway, and at the same time, just have some fun with it. And so far, I mean, like I say, the orthos are working just fine, but I would not be surprised if I get a crash to desktop. So. Because while we're in cruising mode, I'm doing ground speed 200 or 439 knots. We're going to be at Dallas-Fortworth in about 77 minutes. So, slow boat. And then, of course, we got Bug Eater 64 in the mini window because he's with me in Discord. I'll give him some, pimp him out a little bit. And he's flying the Huey, or he was.
Yeah, and he needs all the help he can get.
But yeah, the orthos do look good. I mean, so far so good. I mean, they're only 16 too. They're not high. You know, they're not the high ones. Yeah, the sieve is working just like it's supposed to, so everything is good there. The boring part of the flight. Just watching, making sure everything is working. Of course, now, Bill, I got your video going here. They're gonna say, "Oh, hey, I want to see that helicopter." Forget this damn Dion guy flying this. You know, Dion's boring. At least with a helicopter, you know.
Hey, they got the best of both worlds. Well, they can watch me get shot down. Wow, what fun would that be?
That's right. And you did. You were flying in real time, or for real, at one point, didn't you? Did you tell me that you flew Hueys or flew?
Yeah, long time ago.
Flew the real thing.
Yeah, walked away from 2 crashes.
Were they auto rotor landings?
Yeah. Due to a mechanical issue.
Most of them are transmission, aren't they?
Yeah, one was transmission, the other one was a hydraulic blowout.
You live to tell the tale.
Didn't help my looks any.
Well, this way things are. Not going to say hither or tither. People can see my ugly mug, so there you go, you know. Yeah, Laminar definitely needs to work on the reaction with the clouds to the ground instead of it being such a hardcore line drawn. But you know, I guess you could look at it other ways too. But just I'm looking at the clouds right now in this scene, and it just sometimes it looks really, you know, A to B. You know, it's just really hard definition.
Yeah, and the important thing is, oh, they are slowly getting better.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see here. I think I just switched on you there. You're going to see a different screen here in a second. Yep, it did. Trying to move things out of the way. Like I said, I don't have enough room here. But what I was trying to do is I was trying to show where we're at. We are between Lost and Found. Let's see what little town or little airport that was. We're coming in. My computer doesn't crash a desktop. Okay, there it goes. Now I'll come back. Okay, so we are coming into KMVI, whatever that is. Like I said, I always say between lost. If I don't know where I'm at, between Lost and Found.
It seems reasonable somehow.
And so I need to switch back to your. That's one thing I haven't figured out. I haven't figured out how to static it. You know, where it just stays that one, as opposed to bouncing. But I'll figure it out over time. Ooh, you just did some kind of transition. I didn't notice you do transitions in your video. At least that one.
Yeah, I try to do that in almost all my videos to have some between scenes, have a transition.
Uh-huh. Now let's take a look and make sure everything is working like it's supposed to. Everything looks good, 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 good. On. Lights are all on. I don't really need the logo light on. The logo light on forever. Nobody's gonna see it. Yeah, everything looks fine there. How's our temps doing? Temps are all looking fine. Fuel flow is staying consistent. .8 minutes away from our next waypoint. Being lost and found. Well, what I need to do real quick is I need to get me something to drink. I'm getting pretty darn thirsty, and for some reason, I just don't have a flight attendant available to me to be able to get my drink for me so I can concentrate on flying the airplane or keeping the eye on the airplane. So I guess I have to get up myself and go get myself my own drink. So I will be right back, guys.
Yeah, and while Dion's away, you see, we can talk about him. So, what can I tell you? He's a slave driver of a boss and operator of Solus Wings, a virtual airline. And this is Bug Eater 64, and I operate Air America US, which is another virtual airline, and I subcontract with Dion. And then I fly other things, as you can see. It's UH-1 Huey, and that's in DCS, and that's a lot of fun also. And then we do other things too. But you know, while he's gone, we can just talk about him. All in all, he's a pretty good guy. But you know, I don't want him to hear me say that because it'll all go to his head. So you guys let me know when he comes back. So, you know, because we don't want him to know that we've had this conversation together. And what you're seeing now is my mission planning when I was getting ready. And unfortunately, there was so much armor just up to the northwest there that they shot me up pretty good.
Alrighty, I am back. Just moving right along. Fun, fun, fun.
Okay, everybody, don't tell them about our conversation. That's just between us.
Don't tell me about your conversation, okay?
Hi,
I don't want to
hi,
know.
Dion. Good to
Oh,
see you back.
yeah, thanks. Talking behind my back. I knew my ears were burning.
Just a little. You know me. I would never tell fibs or falsehoods about you.
Of course you wouldn't. Because that's what bros do. They don't talk about each other behind their back.
No, wouldn't happen. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Wouldn't be prudent. Get rid of my ugly mug so then that way they can actually see more of the screen instead of me. Well, let's see. Based on my previous 3 landings on this airplane, I'll probably land at, unless I can get the ILS, probably land at right around between 250 to 500 feet per minute. That's probably what's going to end up happening. I've had some hard landings on this airplane. But I'm not as heavy either, because before I was at 20,000 kilograms. So this time I'm only 16. And plus the fuel burn, so I'll be a lot less. So I don't know, might be a little better.
Yeah, my landing in the Dornier, however you pronounce it, was 190. So not too bad.
I have a better luck in smaller airplanes. I think my biggest problem is I'm bouncing around between different airplanes too often. I need to stick with one airplane and just master it, as opposed to being a jack of all trades, just, focus on the one airplane. But then from a YouTube standpoint of view or whatever, it's just kind of like, well, the variety is a spice of life. So it's just kind of, one hand is this way and one hand is that way, that kind of thing.
Completely agree.
I thought I turned that off. I thought I turned off my ugly self. Look at me, look at me. Me. There, now you can see. I do like looking at the scenery though. Scenery is cool. See, we're making a turn. A little turn. And we'll go back to that. When I click on that window, then it statics the other window. Nice mountain range of the Rockies. Let's see, we got 58 minutes still for our destination. Which, I'm thinking about it. Okay, what's going to end up happening is when I go to that, I take it out of that, then I'll be okay. Okay, there we go. Probably going to be on runway 17, left, right, or center. I should say 17 center or 17 right, 18 left or 18 right. I'm guessing. See what the Dallas-Fortworth is 302 altimeter. Winds are 180 at 14 knots. So yeah, probably 1817. And the clouds, 10 statute miles, few at 4,500. View 30,000. I think that's what that is. Dew point's 33. Yeah, so. Big airport. For me, anyway. KDFW. I switch over to that other monitor or that other screen, then I got to figure out how to static that window. I always had the other mod and didn't know that the 732 had its own background passenger sound effects. So I got rid of the other one and put the the stock one that comes with the airplanes, which is cool. It's nice.
Yeah.
But we're still at the boring part of the flight, you know, just kind of like, well, not much to look, you know, we got what to look at, but like, get there already. Are we there yet? Well, if this pans out and everything is okay, then I guess I'll try my, I'll try the long flight again, because I mean, going from Anchorage, Alaska to Dallas-Fort Worth with flight jobs, I was going to make $769,000 for the company. So that was going to be a nice haul where we can buy another airport just like that. But unfortunately, like I said, it failed. So it is what it is. Everything is looking fine. Almost out of fuel on the center tank, which is expected. Well, I appreciate everyone sticking around because, like I said, we're definitely at the boring part. There's not really much more to say other than just cruise. But if you guys have a question to ask or just want a straight conversation in the chat, just chime on in if you feel it. It's all good. You can only talk your leg off so much. And we're down to 48 minutes. Says. Well, that's good. Still 358 nautical miles away. So I'll just check my emails and everything else, you know, just killing time. EVE Online wants me to come back and play EVE Online again. The usual stuff. Gonna run out of fuel in the center tank. Never been long enough to run out of fuel on the center tank on this airplane, so we'll see what happens. Should just go automatically switch to the left and the right tank on the wings, and everything should be fine. I would think logically. Yeah, I'd already switched tanks because now it's feeding off of the left and the right tank now. I see them starting to go down.
cool. Yeah, I think that's the one they blew my tail off. Yeah, it didn't hurt me much. I landed on my head.
All right, well, yeah, that works.
Yeah, I've never been in an in-flight movie before.
Yeah, you're an in-flight movie. Next time we'll do Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that'll work.
I think that's public domain now. I don't think there's some movies out there that were big, back in the day, but now they're public domain. So, but I don't know if that one's not or not. I know it's on YouTube, but I don't know if it's public domain or not. Copyright strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming to Amarillo, Texas. Be in Amarillo in 66 miles, 8 minutes.
Excellent.
And Texas is flat, that is for sure. Relatively speaking to everything else. Lived there for 6 years and nothing but flatness. Just realized it said low fuel pressure on the center tank because there's no fuel in it. So it's kind of like, well, I guess I'll just turn them off then. Guess I don't need them after all. I'm working off of the wings now. Well, there's the Amarillo Airport. Wait, right there, in front of me. I'm not really seeing much of a city. Guess the resolution's not high enough. Until you get right on top of it. The next plane draws it in, I guess. I am 36 miles out. Well, the SIVA 1.31 worked flawlessly so far. No issues there, other than the fact, like I said at the start of the video, where it has this little window that pops up at the start of it, and here it is right here. And why that does that, I don't know. It says something has to do with the pop out, and I don't use the pop up anyway for the SIVA, but that's the only problem, so I just stick it over here out of the way. So it's not as much into the frame. Haven't crashed the desktop yet, so that's good. Very good. And it looks like I had 5 people in the chat, or 5 people in watching, which is good. For me, that's awesome. I know I watch some of my YouTube channels that are live streams, and they've got thousands of people in there and everything, and I'm just sitting there going, yeah. But they're talking about Star Wars, or they're talking about Star Trek, or they're talking about something that, you know, just brings a lot of attention. And that's fine. We are flight simulation and aviation is enthusiasts, a small community, but we are a solid community. So I'm being nice. Yes, I know. And it's making its turn just like it's supposed to. Very good. On our last leg before top of climb, or top of descent. Which means I need to start thinking about how I'm going to land. What? You didn't figure that out already? I'm expecting to land. That's not the one I want. We want to go over here like this. There we go. I'm expecting to land either 27 center, right, or 18 left, 18 right, one of those kind of things. So we'll have to wait and see, but that's what I expect. Yeah. Does this airport have... I'm assuming it has an ILS. I mean, a big airport, for crying out loud. Yes, it does. It's got a lot of them. Just need to tell me which one, so I know which one to pick, and then I'll just line up for it and let it do its magic. If not, I'll just hand fly it in. And that's where the fun starts. And I've been streaming for 2 hours, so I appreciate everybody sticking around. And because, like I said, I know this can get very boring. It's all in fun and games.
We're here for you, boyo.
Thank you, thank you. Just waiting for that train wreck, I know. If I had the super chat thing set up, which I don't know how to do, like I see the other YouTubers do, here's $40, crash the plane. It's like, no, no.
No, prefer airplane in one piece.
For sure. I'm gonna step outside here, so it's gonna get noisy. It is a cool looking airplane. Well, for a 737, it's a cool airplane.
Well, 737 is a good looking airplane. Yeah.
It's always been the cigar engines that was always, for this design, is I always liked. Yeah, I gotta put my mods back on where it says too high, pull up, go around. And then of course the other one where you have the passenger sound effects in the background, because there's that one's more robust. It's got more than just the one that comes with the airplane. As a lady talking.
Yeah, that's the one I use.
Yeah, that one's cool. I like that one. Adds a bit of immersion. Still 144 miles out. Be there in 19 minutes. I suck. I just realized this whole time I've been flying this airplane, I wasn't on 1992. The whole time I was on. I've been flying at altimeter 3.00. Oops.
Not to worry, the passengers won't notice.
No. Checklist, checklist, checklist. It only took me about 90% of the flight to realize that I was at the wrong altitude, or, you know, set up. Yeah, I noticed some YouTube streamers have a bar that goes across, a graphic bar that goes across, and has your starting and ending destination, and it has the time left until you get to your destination. It was really cool. I don't know how they had that. I thought it was pretty impressive. I was watching some German YouTube just stumbled across it, and they had it where it was just a bar going across, and it was an airplane going across the bar. It was like, wow, that's pretty neat.
It's probably something with their
I think it was on Twitch though. I don't think it was on YouTube. Now that I think about it.
well, even so, I mean, you could be. I think it has to do with the type of studio software, the OBS or some
Right,
of the others.
right, right. Yeah, whatever he was using, it was like, wow, that's I like to have that.
It's like the streamers that have all these, things on them for like bits,
Right.
donations, and little windows and stuff like that. They got software. I don't.
Same. I'm just a noob. Sorry. Well, supposedly I'm already tuned to the frequency, so once I get in the neighborhood, I should get the ATIS pop up so I can figure out which airport or airfield I'm going to land on, or runway, I should say. So once I find that out, then I can set it up accordingly. From a straight in perspective, runway 13 right would be nice because then I can just I'll be on the same angle of I'll be coming from the same direction where I can just line it up and go. But we'll see. The 9,307-foot runway, so I shouldn't have a problem there. Jenny Johnson, hello. How are you? Hope all is doing well for you. Slowly working our way down. We are currently... I'm looking. Haven't quite got to top of descent here yet. I am still outside Childress, Texas, along in that area. You can see on the graph on the bottom there where we're at in relation to top of climb, and then this is where we're at right now. We're almost to my old stomping grounds where I went my high school years And when I lived in Texas for 6 years, in Wichita Falls, Texas, and around the Shepherd Air Force Base, even though I lived in Archer City, Texas, which is 25 miles south of Wichita Falls. And but yeah, and there it is, Archer City, Texas, right there, T39. Well, you got to see that airport. That airport looks really bad today. I was there in 2016 and visiting family, and yeah, that airport is, they've really let it go bad. But anyway, yeah, just coming on in, and then we'll hit Bowie, and then after Bowie, we'll come right on into Dallas-Fortworth, and judging from the angle here we're coming in at, it would be kind of nice to be able to hit runway 30, or I'm sorry, not 30, sorry, 13 right, and just take it straight on in. If not, then we'll take whatever they give us. Slow flight, long flight. Well, long flight for me anyway. My audio not working? Yeah.
Seems fine with me.
Yeah, the audio's working fine. She came in, and she or he came in and said hi, and then
Said goodbye.
and said goodbye. It's like, okay. And of course, now we're getting into next to a bunch of clouds. Well, not a lot, but I'm getting into some clouds. Oops, wrong button. Getting closer. Now we're losing our orthos here because of all the clouds. So you can't see down below, and there is what that is. Take a look back outside. Oh, there's an airport down there, but darn it, clouds kind of mess us up. Oh, that's Wichita Falls. That's what that is. Okay. Like I said, my old stomping grounds, Wichita Falls, Texas. Different times the 80s was. And we're almost coming up to top of descent, so we're pulling back on the levers and getting ready, getting set up to just nice, gingerly come on down, that type of thing. Very cool. Start throwing some lights on here. Save me the aggravation for later. Alrighty. Let's see what dangers await. That's really descending. Oh, I know why, because I was... Alright, it's going up to 230 knots like it's supposed to be. There we go, now it's going to back off. Okay, cool. Cool deal, we're good. think that's the 287 right down there, that road. I'm not for sure, but I think that's what that is. Typical Texas layout. Well, North Texas, that is. Other parts of Texas is different. Oh, no boats. It looks like I messed up on my on the SIVA because it's taking off going away from where I need to go. So I'll have to acquire the VOR, which is over the airfield. So not a big deal. I'm prepped and ready to go, I think. Once I get past this one. Yep, there it is.
Well, good luck. We're all rooting for you.
I appreciate that. Now it's going to turn. Now it's going to go where I need to go. I have to cheat a little bit because I need to get down a little faster. Change the dynamics of the wings a little bit.
Dallas-Fortworth INTL information November. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind 150 at 12. Visibility more than 10.
Good, 1-3. I'm gonna take it.
4,000 few, 30,000 scattered. Temperature 31. Dew point 21. Altimeter 3004. Arriving runways 17 center, 18 right, 13 right, 13 left. Departing runways 17 left, 17 right, 18 left, 13 left. Advise on initial contact. You have November.
Okay. I wanted 1-3. It looks like I'm going to get 1-3. That's going to be 109. 109.5. Be our approach, and we need to be looking to see what I need to be at. Okay, 2,300 feet at, and right out the outside of it, I need to be at 3,000 feet. Okay. Well, I gotta lose a lot of altitude. This is going to be fun. Reinforce it a little bit. Get the APU back on. 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1005. Let's see how too high I'm going to be. Oh, the orthos seem to be working just peachy. Very good. All nice and quiet right now because there's no, I got no power. I'm just gliding on down. Much to see, really. A little here, a little there, not much. a little too high, as expected. Yeah, I'm way too high. Fall like a rock here. Catch up. Okay, I'm really gonna cheat now. Fortunately, I got a long runway, so. Let's see if I can get away with this, or I'll do a go around. Yes, I know. I'm really trying to get down there. Pull up! Gonna die! Alright, well, my plane now. So now it's all on me. I'm bobbing too much. A little hard on the nose. At least I didn't blow the nose out. Well, I got on the ground at minus 270 feet per minute, and I said between 250 and 500, so about right where I expected. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Well, if
made.
you see anybody jump out over the wing and down to the ground and kiss the earth, and it's just me.
Oh,
Darn
okay.
glad to be alive.
There you go. I gotta figure out how to taxi around this place. I think I gotta go down here, and then you gotta go across over here.
My attitude is any landing you can walk away from and keep the airplane in one piece is a good landing.
For sure.
So you did just fine.
Like I said, my I always like my little airplanes more than my big airplanes, but hey, you got to make money. You got to go with the big airplanes. Stalling here because I got to try to bring out my thing here so I know where to go around. But ladies and gentlemen, I successfully landed. Yay! I just got to wine and dine my way around and just find a stall and park it and call it a day. Without running into the lights. Oops, destroyed that light. I know, no train wreck.
I know. What fun is that?
Half my audience is gone. No.
They're not gone. They're hiding under the seats.
That's what it is.
I know every time I look back in the cabin of my aircraft I'm flying, I never see any passengers.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is all cargo, so there really wasn't any passengers in the first place.
Oh, well, in that case,
Yeah.
hope it wasn't China.
I never, this is the stock X plane. I never landed here. See how bad my landing is. Once I get parked, I'll run it back. I want to do a post briefing and see how bad the landing was, or how good it is, depending on how you look at it. We'll just pick this stall right over here. Okay, now I'm going to stop it right now. And then go to replay mode. Yeah, I don't know why I got a lot of smoke, but okay. And it's the wrong airport, of course. That's interesting. Guess I'll have to go to free camera. I'll just move it on down to right along in here somewhere. Might be too close. Airplane somewhere. Oh, there it is. Got smoke though. Hey, just look at that thing. It's just coming down like a. I got a hell of a angle of attack. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that nose hit the ground kind of hard. And stop. And let's just look. See what happens here. That wasn't a bad shot. Sounds are good in this airplane too. Always have been, but I just... Too neat, too neat. Alright, let's go ahead and shut everything off. Don't really need all that. Let's just go ahead and refresh. Finish flight. Flight is finished. Go to flight jobs. Pay all the expenses. Paid $56,999.27. Very good.
Yes, very good.
So now we're up to $637,000. So a little bit more to go, and we can get ourselves another airport somewhere. Well, as far as this flight goes, I appreciate everybody watching this live stream. Now it's post live stream, I guess, after you're watching this one. And I greatly appreciate it. And looks like everything works fine. So now I can do a long haul flight and try to make some big money. So I definitely appreciate you guys sticking around. Coming up to 2 hours and 56 minutes. And that's most appreciated. So you guys take care and you have yourselves a great one. This is Dion Soul. See ya.